Hello and welcome to the Utah Hockey Podcast. My name is Kelly Queel. I'm here with Cole Bagley and Michael Wolf. We are remote today because we want to tell you about an incredible event coming up next week in Ogden at the Weber Ice Sheet. Today we're here with organizer Ryan Beckmann, kind of the man behind all of the magic. This event happened in Arizona, remind me, June or May?
June 17th.
June, and he is bringing all of the fun and excitement to Utah. So tell
Yes.
us a little bit about what the Ultimate Goalie Showdown is and what we can expect from Utah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, howdy, everyone. Nice lead in. Okay, what you can expect. A lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
We created this event out of nowhere. It was not on our radar. It wasn't something we dreamed of doing, and it kind of just happened in Arizona, and we'll talk about that. But yeah, it's as far as I know, one of one, right? Like there's nothing like it. So we have, current pros, ex-pros, college players, hockey content creators, like Swaggy, On the Bench Boys, Reagan, Pat Shea, and then local coaches, personalities, as well as people from outside of hockey. So we integrate my friends from different areas like Jackass, that kind of stuff. At the last one, my friend Skinny Vinny, who does a podcast with Steve-O, had never played hockey. I don't even know if he'd skated. And he agreed to put goalie pads on and take slap shots from 71 college players, Josh Doan, Cole Iserman, and all the influencers at once. So, the footage was hilarious. He's just getting pelted. He had no idea what he was getting into. And this guy gets lit on fire sometimes and was probably more terrified of this. We try to incorporate a lot of fun stuff to make it interactive and make it a little different than like your typical charity game, right? Like, because you can go watch hockey anywhere, but we try and bring people into that maybe don't watch hockey and show them how great the game is. And part of that's by meeting the personalities. So that's another thing we do is we make everyone accessible. We bring in people that have that personality, which is a lot of hockey players anyways, but to where, they'll shake hands, kiss babies, all the things, right? Yeah. So yeah, that's probably the easy. It's hockey themed,
Right.
but it's definitely not just hockey.
Yeah, like you said, a lot of personality coming to the
Yeah.
rink next week because
Yeah.
you'll see our beautiful mugs there as well. We're excited to be a part of it. Tell us a little bit about how this formed in Arizona and how it came about there and what that event was like.
Okay. So yeah, I'll give you the cliff notes because it's a story. So, and I always have to start way back at the beginning. So, I'm a hockey coach. I got four boys, right? They ran through the gamut. I coached from U8 all the way to 18 elite. And last summer, my youngest decided he wanted to be a goalie, and as a 7-year-old of all things. Like I had all the gear. I'm like, dude, really? Like I could literally not buy hockey gear for the rest of my life, and you want to be a goalie? But he loved it, so he ended up making the U8 travel team, and then a week later ended up at Phoenix Children's Hospital for a week in the ICU. And while we were in there, I got a text from a number I didn't know, and it was Eddie Lack. So Eddie's, former NHL goalie. We had a bunch of mutual friends. I don't know if I'd ever met him before. And he sent a video to my son saying, "Hey, Valentino." So this is part where I was trying not to cry. So, because at this time we weren't sure if he was going to make it or not. I mean, he was on a breathing machine, oxygen at like 70%, like it was bad. And Eddie sent him a text and said, "Hey man, goalie to goalie, we're gonna get through this. You're my buddy now." It was amazing, right? Like in a moment of darkness for him, he didn't know me, to take time out of his day to do that. I know it's a small thing, but it mattered a lot to my kid. And he joked, he's like, "You probably don't know who I am. I'm old," like, you know. And then we started texting, and he found out that Valentino's favorite team was the New Jersey Devils. So then he had Jesper Brad send him a video from training camp, which just like blew my kid's mind, right? And so he got better, ended up, playing on the team, and I coached that team, ended up coaching that team. And Eddie came to a practice. Valentino gave him a gift, drew him a picture. It was like a really cool thing. The kids love Eddie. Eddie's amazing. And after the practice, we had this little group text going with a friend of ours that's never played hockey. And I was telling Eddie, I was like, man, I was teasing him because he is probably the best smack talker in the world. Like Eddie is ruthless. Uh, and so I was like, man, I like after skating with you, I'm pretty sure I could stop you if I put goalie pads on. And keep in mind, Eddie, like when he plays men's league, leads the league in scoring. He's 6'6". Yeah, he was a goalie, but like he practiced all the time as a player, so he's pretty good. And so he was like, I'll go 5 for 5. Like you have no idea how hard it is to play goalie. I've never put the pads on, only ever played as a player. And I was like, done, like bet $500. Put your money where your mouth is. And we decided that it would be better to bet $500 to charity. And so he goes, hey, I'm flying to Vancouver tomorrow. I'll pick up the check tonight for Canucks for Kids. We'll do this later. Right. And I'm like, okay, that's cute. So we ended up trying to do this little event for my kids team where they could watch, take an hour ice. And, the parents could kind of bet, raise a little bit of money for charity. Right. It was just something fun. He's got a big business. I got busy with all the things. And so in the spring, in May, it was just kind of gnawing at my brain. Like I'm one of those brains where like I either got to do it or just like completely forget about it. And so I text him like, "Hey, are we gonna do this?" And he's like, "Okay, fine. I have 2 kids under 5. Got another one due actually in about a week. So he's like, I got my business. Like, I'll give you an hour, maybe one podcast, and that's it. And I'm like, done. Like, absolutely, man. Thank you. It'll be fun. And through that whole like winter, he became one of my best friends in the world. And so 2 days later, he calls me. He's like, dude, why am I hearing about this? Why am I hearing about this? Like, I told you. And I was like, he's like, I knew it. I knew you were going to do this. I knew this was going to be bigger than I wanted it to be. And so he's like, fine. I don't know if you want to say it, but like, F my job, F my, like, I'm in, like, let's do this. So then the next week, so this is like maybe May 15th-ish, right? And so the next week, he's like, hey, do you want to go on Empty Netters podcast and talk about this? Like, their playoff live, whatever, right? And I was like, cool. He's like, sends me the link. He's like, remember, put it on your calendar. I forgot, totally spaced it, right? Like, I'm busy. He's like, text me. He's like, hey, man, are you ready to go? I'm like, oh, crap. I didn't download the software, didn't do any of the things. So it took me about 5 minutes live on camera of me being like, hey, can you hear me? Can you hear me, guys? And they're just roasting. Like, they're hilarious. The comments are like, who is this joker? Like, why is this guy on the podcast? Like, and he's like, probably slightly embarrassed. But once I figured it out, we had a blast. Like, those guys are great. And we, for about 10 or 15 minutes, talked about the event. And from there, it just kind of like blew up, right? Then I had Theo Fleury, and Todd Walsh got involved, who was the voice of the Coyotes for 28 years from start to finish. Trying to think about, Josh got involved, Josh Doan, Shane Doan, all the influencers, Swaggy, Pat, Reagan, KVG, On the Bench Boys, Cole Eiserman. Like it just grew into this like really, people just wanted to attach themselves to it almost like we had no idea what we were doing. Like we just kind of, so it was from I think May 15th to June 17th, an idea to like do it. And so we did it on a Tuesday night because that was the only ice we could get. Game 6 of the Stanley Cup playoffs was on the clinching game, and we had to turn off ticket sales. Like literally, people were like mad at the rink that they couldn't come. We had NBC, ABC, Fox. I mean, Craig Morgan, who's a 20-year sports anchor in the town, said it was the best event he's been to in at least 10 years. And he covers nothing but professional sports. So after that event, we were like, well, maybe we can do more of these, right? And it really just started from a place of like raising money for charity, and it still is. Like that's the main thing is awareness and charity. But we really morphed it into like a total experience, right? Like we, if you look at any of the footage, the kids especially like are just having so much fun. So then their parents are like, we counted 75 messages from families saying that was the best night of my kid's life, like literally. So it's like, you know, instantly I had friends in other cities saying, hey, can you bring this? We saw the footage. Can you bring this? Can you bring this? Can you bring this? And I talked to Josh and I was like, why don't we do one in Utah? Which is kind of ironic now, you know. And he asked if he could go, which is probably not a good idea. But he's still supporting. So thank you, Josh. He's still helping in ways that he can with the local community. But yeah, that's kind of how this all came together. And now we're turning it into potentially like a traveling roadshow almost, where it's evolving. things that a couple that we're going to do at this one is instead of a penalty, you'll spin the wheel and you'll have to do whatever the wheel says. So that'll be fun. We won't tell everyone what those are. The refs are mic'd up, so they'll be like talking and doing things. Some of the players are. It's all live streamed too, so it's all like an NHL broadcast. If you on YouTube, we have net cams, we have instant replay, the whole 9 yards.
Are we sure that we're good enough to play in this game, guys? Like,
well,
I keep seeing who's announced.
I don't know about you.
I keep seeing who gets announced, and I become more and more concerned by the minute. By the announcement,
you gotta stop
I'm
getting
like,
really good players.
like,
right. Yeah, we've got some more to announce. Don't worry. There's throughout right up to the lead, and every day there will be more and more announced.
Don't worry. You should be more worried than you are.
It really did. I mean, from Utah, it created such a big buzz. Obviously, we're related to the Arizona hockey community because of our NHL team, their NHL team that we've adopted now. And it created such a big buzz. I know everybody that we heard from who had attended was just over the moon excited. We saw the buzz on social media, so we're just so thrilled to have it here. It's going to be so fun.
Yeah, and it's cool too. So Oliver Kraft plays for Utah's D1 team. I've known his family. I coached his little brother when he was 5. And he played in the first one. So it's really cool. So that's kind of how we actually got that university involved. So we do a little kids tournament at 4. So they get to play. It's just for fun, totally for fun. They get a pizza party with everybody after. So all the influencers, they're all their coaches. They hang out, and then they come to the main event, which is the adult tournament. We themed the teams at this one. University of Utah, Utah State, Weber State, and Ogden Mustangs. The Ogden Mustangs are submitting their entire NCDC team as one of the teams. So
we're getting creamed is what you're gonna say. Okay, cool.
Well, we've played all of the drop-ins we go to. Anytime there's like even a couple of those Ogden Mustangs players, 14-year-olds could show up and 12-year-olds could show up and absolutely smoke us. That's a really talented organization. So that's good to hear.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
I was strategic in making sure Michael came, because then I knew at least, well, I won't be the absolute worst skater out.
It's probably a good point. Yeah, it's a good point.
No, it's just for fun. I mean, it's for fun, and the guys, they don't. Well, I shouldn't say that. If they're going against each other, they go full speed. Like at the last one. So Bronson Moore's coming to this one. Bronny played at ASU. Bronson Moore is the most competitive person I've ever met in my life, bar none. One of my close friends, but like I'm telling you, we did a ticket competition at the last one between like youth organizations, and he was calling people I know, being like, use my code, I need to win. Like sandbagging against my friends, like being like, no, come on. Come on. And like literally, like he just hates you. So we played his team in the championship game. Him and Josh have been best friends since they were little kids. And we were down a goal, and Josh and Shane, and I'm trying to think who else was on our team. They were going like full gas, like it was like, and they scored with like 2 seconds left. Josh did a tie, and then Josh beat him in the shootout, like just embarrassed him. Sorry, Bronson. Like he absolutely embarrassed him. And it was
that at this last one?
Yeah, it was funny because
I think I saw the shootout.
Yep. Yeah, so it was and Bronson like ref was like, I've been stopping Josh since we were kids. Like I know every one of his moves. Nope. Apparently you don't. I gotta talk smack to Bronson, especially if he sees this. But so I will say Bronson's the really good goalie. So if you end up on Bronson's team, you got a good chance because he will not give up. Like he's legit. He teaches countless kids in the valley here as goalies. So yeah.
Will you point us 3 out and be like, yo, those 3 right there, take it easy on those guys?
Could you tell us how the teams are selected and how the teams are kind of divided and organized?
Yeah. So other than the junior Mustangs, because they're actually it's the last day of their tryouts, so it's kind of fun. Like they're gonna like pick their team for this event at the tryouts, which is a cool experience for them. And then the other, so and then
gonna feel for one of the kids that doesn't get picked.
So fun.
Right? Well, yeah, I know, right?
They still get to come.
They still get to come and participate in all the things. But so we do a draft, for the rest of the teams, and On the bench boys are one team captains. Like me and them were team captains on the last one. And we totally ad-libbed this thing. That'll be live too. That's on the Thursday night, the night before. And yeah, we like made trades. No one knew what we were doing. Like we would literally just trade players and like, it was awesome. It was amazing. We gave Gooby, so if anybody doesn't know who Gooby is, Gooby's one of my favorite humans in the world. Gooby does these custom skates. If you've ever seen like Mitch Marner, Austin Matthews, anybody in the NHL that wears these like one-of-one skates, Gooby does them. We were planning to pick him last and do like the Phil Kessel thing where like you get the car. So we went and got him like a little Hot Wheels car, like with a toy remote and gave it to him and everybody signed it. Yeah, so we just have a lot of fun. Like there's a lot of smack talking going on throughout this whole event, especially on the bench boys. They're pretty ruthless. And this was their idea. So there's no kiss cam, but we're doing a heckle cam. So like from the stands, fans can heckle certain people as the game's going on.
Oh gosh.
No, that'll be like
that's so great.
What have we gotten ourselves into?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, it's gonna be a lot of fun. We got
this is the night where my entire hockey reputation tanks.
I'm not gonna lie to you. The more he describes
it's getting worse.
And the atmosphere, the more exciting I'm getting because it sounds I don't know. It sounds like a blast. It sounds like it's fun. It's not just like super hockey, competitive. Right? Yeah. Like you were saying, like when we chatted, Ryan, you were saying kind of like Savannah Bananas, but think Savannah Bananas for hockey. That's what it sounds like. Like I'm not a great baseball player, but I could probably go play banana ball. So
exactly. Yeah. No, you're right.
Baseball, I played a lot more, so I could probably compete a little bit more. But with hockey, I can at least skate up and down the ice and maybe receive a couple passes, and that's about it.
Stand beside the net, stand back door. Someone. That's one of the funnest things too about playing with some of these guys is like they'll find you. Like if you're open, they will find you, and you'd be surprised. You might snag a couple goals because you just gotta be somewhere. They'll bounce one off your butt if you have to. There's some really good players, but yeah, they have fun with it. Again, like the pictures of some of the guys like Josh and his dad Shane, like where they're on the bench and they're just grinning ear to ear. Like even for them, right? This is something where they get to just relax and there's no pressure. It is strictly about the kids and growing the game of hockey. So they have a blast too, right? Like it's not just the people like us who get to meet some of our, heroes or whatever people we look up to. It's fun. We got some other stuff I won't say, but like Skinny Vinny's coming again. He's going to do something even bigger than the last one. We've got a lot of fun stuff. So
Ryan, Ryan, can I ask you, I think Mammoth fans are really kind of starting to recognize like how community centered the game of hockey is. And it's been like just this breath of fresh air. Not that like we don't have like community centered things, like community is so big in Utah, but to have a team, an NHL team, come here and then overnight instantly assert themselves into the community, embrace the community, be all about, their fan base. Like, what is it about hockey and, just that sense of togetherness that helps, really produce an event like this?
That's a really good point, Cole. Really good question. And because I've thought about that because at our event too, I mean, we had countless volunteers, like people, like we didn't even ask, like we literally had to tell people like, sorry, we have too many. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like they just wanted to help. As I grew up in British Columbia in Kelowna, and played hockey with a lot of, I played junior hockey at 15 and 16. I played with a lot of really good players. My summer team had, you could like top 100 NHL players, you know what I mean? But it takes a whole family. Like, so right from the beginning, when you play hockey, it's a big commitment, right? Not just financially, but like time-wise. Like, we were going to the rink. And back then we had practice before school. So like my parents would take me at 4:30 in the morning, And so it takes like other people when your parents can't go. And it kind of just like right from the onset, it's not something you can just pick up a ball and go play, right? So it just creates this like community aspect, and you go through a lot. Like I've played most sports, even in high school, I played basketball, volleyball, I played baseball up until I quit playing hockey. I don't know, I never played football, but I don't know if there's a sport that you go through more as collectively. Like it's tough. Like it's just tough in so many ways, right? And so it just is like it's almost like when you go somewhere, like when you meet somebody from hockey, it's almost like if they're from your hometown. You know what I mean? Like you could be in Europe and you're like, oh, you're from Salt Lake too? Hey, we're friends. Like that's like how I equate
I
it, right?
relate
Like,
1,000%. That's like why the three of us are friends anyway on this podcast.
yeah,
Yeah,
and it's just
it was
it's that
quick. It was
love.
quick in Utah.
Was
It's
it?
like, you like hockey too?
Yeah.
Yes, yes, we're
See,
friends.
and it's almost like there's like I don't like you either you have the personality already or you get it, but like if you love the sport, there's just not a lot of bad humans that love hockey. There just isn't. It's just a different kind of sport. I don't know how else to explain it, but yeah, it is. It's extremely community based. They take care of their own. They embrace people from any political. I mean, you know what I mean? Like it's the one place too where like all that stuff goes away. Like for the most part, right? Like people will joke in the locker room maybe, but like whatever you who you are or what like it just kind of just it doesn't matter. Yeah, so it's why this thing have on the grassroots level too has been like such a buzz and so successful because like people they're just like they love it. Like they just love being involved, you know? And I don't know if there's any sport like that. I really don't. I don't know. It's like you said too, because that's what it was like even here in Arizona is like the guys show up. Like they do. And they don't ask for anything. You know, like they're literally just like, what do you need? I'll be there. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, no, I 100% agree with you. I mean, I've been in sports journalism for a while. I've covered NCAA, I've covered NBA, National Hockey League, and the NHL players by far are the most incredible humans.
Mhm.
I'm sure that there's still some annoyances to have to deal with media, right? But most of the guys like remember my name, which was like, sorry, you know who I am, and obviously we saw him a lot of
Yeah.
the time, but like a lot of other people that a lot of other athletes that I worked with just they just didn't really care, or you could really tell
Yeah.
they didn't want to talk to us. Where like Liam O'Brien and I, like, we're chatting it up, we're chirping each
Mhm.
other in the locker room, talking like after Four Nations. Like it's just such an incredible just family.
Yep.
And I say like all the time, hockey is family. And so, we're so excited to have this event, for you to bring it here. We're so grateful. We're excited to be involved in it. As bad as we may
No.
look out on that ice, I think it'll be a lot of fun. But yeah, tell people, how they can get involved, where they can get tickets, if there's any need for more
Yeah.
volunteers, like, let's make this thing as big as possible.
Yeah, yeah. So ultimategoalie.com, you can get tickets. There's a few different experiences, and I think all you guys have a code to give everyone a discount.
We do
And
use code WOLFE, WOLFE, capital W.
Salt City Fun. You can also use code
Tanner,
HELPUSUS. Thank you so
Tanner,
much.
Tanner, mute her.
Tanner, can you put no, Tanner,
yeah,
can you
just
put the
put that
link
like you
down
put a
below?
bar like just like all the time flashing. Yeah, see, and then if you can't make it, something really cool that we did with this one is, or if you got friends and family that want to watch you guys, right? Like they can watch this thing live stream. It's a $20 ticket, and that one too, like 100% that goes to charity. Like we don't like there's no cost involved. It just all that proceeds. So that's a fun way for us to raise money for the charities. People can donate. If you have anything, donate it. We'll do a silent auction. Um, yeah, I mean, and just even spread the word, right? Like just of what we're doing because we're trying to grow the game of hockey, not just there, but just in general, because I believe in it. Hockey saved my life. I make no bones about it. Anybody who watches any of my stuff, like that game, the game literally saved my life. Um, but yeah, I mean, we're trying to raise awareness for important causes like mental health, addiction, cancer patients. We got a nice donation for the Huntsman Cancer Institute already from this. Where we're going to be able to bring people from there to come watch this and experience that, which is
Awesome.
really cool. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's it. Just kind of like, spread the word, share the posts of all these guys and what we're doing, and let's make it as fun as possible. And,
Yeah.
lead with our hearts because that's what we're doing. That's what hockey's all about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you need more volunteers? Should our listeners be looking to try and go volunteer anywhere?
I'm like, should I give Tara's phone number out online? She'll kill me.
Okay.
Well, actually, so it's funny because she had a green bubble. No offense to any guys that have green bubbles, but like she wouldn't be involved in the group chats because like we would literally be like, we're not changing this to.
Oh,
that
no,
happens with my team too. We cut out people from our hockey team.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we just got her an iPhone in Florida, so maybe I'll give that one out in like the comment section. But she handles all the volunteers. I'm sure I mean, she's a hockey mom, and hockey moms are the raddest people in the world too. Like no hockey player really got to where they were without a hockey mom. So yeah, well, we'll put something out there on how that we could definitely use volunteers. We can always use volunteers to whatever, just help support, yeah, organize, shuffle, because it is chaotic, especially when we do the meet and greet thing, which is amazing, but it's a very chaotic, like everyone wants to get their pictures and shake their hands and get the autographs and all the things, and everybody does it. I mean, we shut the rink down last time. Like people just hanging out. It went till 2 a.m, literally. Yeah. So I'm not saying that'll happen this time, but like, so volunteers just to kind of like funnel people through, make sure things are going. Because these guys, the hockey players, they'll take forever. Like they will, like a kid will come up and they'll just sit there for 10 minutes. It's like, dude, there's like 50 people behind that kid. Like I get it, but like, and the people are patient, but I'm like, we need to get out of here at some point, guys. Yeah, it's
I think that's been a constant too. Like we had Schaefer Gordon Carroll on the podcast and he was like, I will stop for any kid at any moment, at any time, right? Like it's so common with hockey players that they are kind enough to take the time. It's very special. So that meet and greet is.
Yeah, it is. I literally talked to him yesterday, but he's not going to be in town. So, but yeah, I mean, it can kind of give you an idea of what, again, like the hockey community is. So Shane Doan is like, I honestly in Arizona, I don't know if there's anybody bigger. Like he's probably bigger than Gretzky, like legitimately, like in the hockey community. Yeah, people don't understand. Like he was so loyal and grew that game and that team so much when he could have left 1,000 times and believed in it, and then coached at the Junior Coyotes and Josh played and like the whole thing, right? So he texts, he's like, hey, can I come? Do you still have a spot? I'm like, really? Like, yes, like you can come. And then like so humble, right? And then so he shows up late and like some people are like a little peeved, right? And so he comes in, he makes people move, he sits between two kids in the locker room so he can just interact with these two kids, right? And the reason he showed up late is he's like, I know if I show up, the other guys won't get the attention at the beginning. So like I wanted all the other players and the personalities to like kind of like meet because he's like, it's just what happens. Like I show up and everyone's like, Shane. And like that, you know what I mean? Like to even be aware of that, like, hey, I want these like the ASU kids, because we had a bunch of ASU kids play, a bunch of like Jake Levinars from North Dakota. Like he wanted them to experience the whole like fan falling in love with them thing. And then he's like, I'll give my time. And then he did. Like, and then it was like everyone was like attacking him, right? Like, and after saying Shane just stayed and did all the things, like signed the jerseys, shook the hands, took pictures, and loved it. Like was having fun laughing. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, I wish he could come. He can come to this one, but yeah, there's people like him at this one. It'll be the same thing. Like we're very intentional with the people we try and involve in this from that. Like, I mean, the content creators we bring are all incredible. Like they are so freaking amazing with like how they interact with the fans and do the things. And like people like Gooby, came away from he was like everyone's favorite. Like kids like ask him for his autograph. They're like, he'll FaceTime them. Like he's just insane. Like he's like he's just so amazing too. So yeah, we just bring a really good group of people. And that's where the magic happens for us too, right? Is like there's not like I can guarantee not one person is like gonna turn down anything that comes. So it's a lot of fun.
You hear that, Kelly? No saying no to the kids.
You know what's funny? So
I have I have like a superpower where wherever I am, I have a horde of kids around me because I taught school for years and years and did daycare and summer camp for years and years. So I'm the fun person that they come over like, I caught a grasshopper yesterday, and I'm like, great, that's amazing. So it'll happen naturally.
Bring some
I'll get
Sharpies.
all my Sharpies.
No word of a lie. No, I'm not. I'm so like, because it tripped me out. I'd be like walking through the rink and kids were like, hey, can you sign my jersey? Can you sign my jersey? I'm like, I haven't signed an autograph since I was a teenager playing junior hockey. Like, what? And they were like, thank you so much. And then they run to the next person. So like, even I'm telling you, like you become these like kids, like heroes at this event. Like there will be, if you play in the event, kids will be like, hey, can you sign this for me? So it's fun.
Yeah. I will say that was the coolest thing that's ever happened is walking through the Delta Center and some kid runs up to me. He's like, I follow you on Instagram. Will you sign my jersey? I'm like, let's just be very careful here. Are you sure you want me to put permanent marker on your jersey? Me.
I love it.
Yeah. I don't experience it often, but it happened a couple times at the Delta Center. And I was like, okay, well, that's pretty sweet. Anytime you can make a kid smile, it's pretty awesome.
All right. Well, Ryan, anything else to share about the event or anything like that?
I think that's it, guys. I mean, I'm just super grateful, honestly. Like, like I said, this was not something that, I mean, this was not an idea. This was literally like, let's just do something fun for good cause. And it has turned into something like amazing. Like it just is. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. Like we're creating something in real time very quickly that people are falling in love with and want to be a part of. And I'm just really grateful. I'm grateful to the community. We've got a lot of volunteers already in Utah. You guys, I mean, dude, I hate doing this because I'll probably forget people, but like Jack Skilly, Morgan Freeney, like, dude, I mean, there's so many. The guys in the Puck Drop podcast, like, dude, there's just like Melissa. I mean, Melissa's amazing. Like, I could probably rattle off 30 people in the Utah community that have just been incredible to deal with already. Kenny, the Junior Mustangs coach. I mean, everybody we talk to is just like, how can we help? And I'm just grateful to everybody that's helping. We just want to make a difference, right?
I was with the Utes last night and they're all pumped up. They're feeling really excited. So it's going to be so fun.
Yes. And that's so like, actually, that is one cool thing. Not sure if everyone's familiar. Everything College Hockey's coming, which is like like number one college hockey source by far. Like it is not even close.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure if you add up everybody else, they don't add up to their impression. So they're going to do some stuff with the local universities, which is like amazing because that would never happen. I just they're like, just from a schedule, like they go to like the top biggest college hockey. So the Utes were like, as soon as I told them that, they were like, oh, this is incredible. Like we get to,
I heard them talking about it when you guys were making content and we were out on the ice filming a couple of videos. They were talking about it to each other. They're like, did you hear that these guys are coming? So thank you for that. Thank you for helping grow hockey in a state that, even though I think this started with an idea of let's do something with Josh. And then I think that as soon as you guys decided to do it, we interviewed him. And then the next week he's somewhere else. So hope nothing but for success for Josh, but thank you for sticking with it. Thank you for sticking with Utah and helping grow the sport here. Cause as you said, and as you can tell, like people are ready. People are chomping at the bit for more hockey here. So I think this is coming at a really cool time, like a month before the season even starts in this sport, in like a hockey lull where there's not much is happening. I think Utah will be stoked about it. So thank you.
Me too. You're welcome. All right, guys. Thank you again. That was fun.
Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you. And you can look forward to next week, big event in Ogden. Please make sure you get your tickets using code Salt City Fun. We really should have done a podcast one too.
Technically, this will be posted on Monday, so it'll be this week. If you're listening to it, it's this Friday.
This week. Thank you.
So let's do some sort of contest then between the three of you. Who gets the
okay, let's go.
Come on,
all right, let's go.
Like
I gotta go.
Yeah, go. You gotta go. But I'll think of something. We'll post it online. Guys,
we have an idea.
But it's probably you gotta have an idea. If you guys have an idea,
we have an idea.
Let's do it. I love it.
Okay, let's do it.
All right.
Thank you so much,
All right,
Ryan.
thank you,
It was so fun.
Appreciate you.
We'll see you next week. Yep.
Yeah, we'll see you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
See you soon. Thank you for listening to this very special remote episode of the Utah Hockey Podcast. You can find the Utah Hockey Podcast wherever you get your podcasts, including under the KSL Sports Podcast tab on the KSL Sports YouTube, on the KSL Sports app, and on the KSL Sports website. Thank you so much for listening, and we will see you at the Ultimate Goalie Showdown on Friday. Love ya.